Picture of Andy at the beach.
You mean that tiny speck on the horizon?
Yeah. Oh, here's a better picture. He's the yellow blurry thing in the middle.
Don't be stuck with a camera you don't know how to use. Shop Don's Photo. They have that same camera you found at the box store, even the same price. The difference is, they'll actually show you how to use it. Visit donsphoto.com or stop by one of our 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
The Greenwood Inn and Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay, your next meeting, or social event. You can even make it a home run with all-day dining or Sunday brunch at Dalton's. Enjoy the first-class service and facilities the Greenwood Inn and Suites has to offer. To book your next stay, visit the website at greenwoodwinnipeg.com or call 775-9889. 775-9889. The Greenwood Inn and Suites, putting the friendly in friendly Manitoba.
I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was 13. My mom, she packed one with my lunch every day. Been drinking it ever since. Until yesterday, that is. I tried a Pepsi at the Ultimate Taste Challenge. Turns out I like Pepsi. Who knows what else I've been wrong about? Heck, I might like that gangster rap.
You'd be surprised who prefers the taste of Pepsi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Go to Pepsi Canada on Facebook to find out where you can take the Ultimate Taste Challenge.
Business owners, do you know where your fleet vehicles are?
I have a good idea.
With a GPS tracking system from Sirius Technologies, you'll know their exact locations.
But I trust my employees.
It's more than that. GPS tracking gives you a bird's eye view of your business with real numbers to measure productivity. Imagine adding one more job a day or cutting idling time by 50%. Sirius Technologies. Data is power. It's time to get serious. For your free 1-month trial, visit SiriusTechnologies.ca.
Now, back to the pregame show with the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Pregame show right at the ballpark, brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, 889-2870, WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com. Game 75 here tonight for Winnipeg. They are 43-31. Sioux Falls live July 1st, Canada Day. The Goldeyes had a fairly easy time because they were a team that was in a little bit of flux like the Goldeyes were. The Goldeyes kind of had come out of it a little bit, but they lost a number of players to Mexico and one guy to a season-ending elbow injury in Juan Richardson. They seem to have turned the corner a little bit, but I don't believe that they've got C.J. Ziegler or Jake Galileo back from Mexico just yet. They might be coming back, and that will certainly help the Wichita Wingnuts, but the Goldeyes will get a 3-game series with them coming up on the weekend. And if history counts for anything, and I know that rosters are a little volatile in independent baseball and across the American Association, but the Wichita Wingnuts did take 2 of 3 in their first meeting between the two franchises here in Winnipeg last year, about the same time of year. Wichita has to get out of Wichita. They have almost a 2-week schedule of their facilities being used by what you would call a real high level national on down at Louis Dumont Stadium in Wichita. So they have to vacate their facility for a couple of weeks, and that's why there's a number of baseball games that are played in their absence on that facility. And it's one of the reasons why in Wichita and Lawrence Dumont Stadium they have artificial turf. Well, let's have a look at the morning line, brought to you by Assiniboia Downs. Exciting horse racing, gaming, and dining open all day, every day. Go to asdowns.com for more information. Assiniboia Downs, feel the rush. Okay, real quick. Now, if you check the website and the wild card standings on the American Association site, you saw that Kansas City was only 2.5 in arrears of the Goldeyes for first in the wild card standings. It should read 3. The game was obviously not reported by Newark to get it updated because it still showed a win for Kansas City as their last game played, when in fact they lost last night. So it is a 3-game lead for the Goldeyes over Kansas City in 1-2 in the wild card standings, and then the Goldeyes have a 4-game lead on St. Paul. Kansas City and Newark are well underway tonight in Game 3 of that series. And it's in the top of the 5th inning, and Newark and the T-Bones are tied at 2. So top of 5 in Newark, New Jersey. It's the Bears and the T-Bones tied at 2. Well, the Goldeyes won a shootout last night, as you know, 20-16. Grand Prairie got off the schneid and won. They doubled up on Laredo 8-4. Lincoln shut out Wichita 2-0. And Gary got by the Saints, and that's what helped the Goldeyes move 4 games up on St. Paul as Gary defeated St. Paul 2-1 last night. Games tonight, 7:05. Sioux Falls and Winnipeg, of course. We'll have it here for you on the network at 7:05. St. Paul at Fargo tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one for sure in Fargo, North Dakota. Sioux City is in Grand Prairie tonight. That's at 7:05. Also at 7:05, Wichita at Lincoln. At 7:10, Amarillo at Gary. And at 8:05, Laredo in El Paso tonight. El Paso just 5 games under 500 after that horrible start. And they are within striking distance of, I would say, Grand Prairie at just 7 games back. Let's have a look at the standings. The Goldeyes trail Fargo in the north. Fargo leads with the best record in the league at 49-25. They've won 5 in a row. They host St. Paul tonight. Winnipeg 6 games back at 43-31. St. Paul is 10 games back and 4 games back of Winnipeg in the wild card. St. Paul at 39-35. And Sioux Falls, who play Winnipeg here tonight in downtown, 34-41, 15.5 games back. They've lost 3 straight. Central Division lead is 3. Wichita leads it at 44-31. Kansas City at 41-34. And that should actually read 41-35. Gary, and by the way, back to Kansas City, they have 2 less wins than the Goldeyes, but they played 2 more games, and both of those have been losses, so that's where you get the 3-game differential. Gary, 10 games back. Sioux City, 10 games back. Of Wichita, Lincoln, 14 games back. In the South, Grand Prairie leads by 6 on Amarillo at 42-33. Amarillo at 36-39. 6.5 back are Laredo at 35-39. And again, I'm going to go out on a limb and say El Paso will not finish last in that South after that horrible start they had. They're 8-2 in their last 10, 33-35 on the year, 7 games back of Grand Prairie. There is still a chance that they could win that division. They're 5 games under 500. Divisional leaders, Fargo by 6 on Winnipeg. Wichita by 3 on Kansas City. Grand Prairie by 6 on Amarillo. In the north, central, and south, and the Goldeyes, respectively, have a 3-game lead on Kansas City, 4 on St. Paul. We'll take our final timeout of the night. When we come back in the pregame show, we'll check on the rubber and the pitching matchup here this evening for game number 2 of this 3-game series between the Goldeyes and Sioux Falls Pheasants. We do that after these from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
In business, you need all aspects of your operation working together. Still, the decisions you make in one area can impact another. At MNP, we offer a full range of services from accounting, consulting, and tax, so we can help across all aspects of your operation with the resources and industry-specific knowledge that can help your business grow. Think forward. Contact your local MNP office or visit us online at mnp.ca.
Peak of the Market's Family Fun Day is Thursday, August 9th from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. This fundraiser for Variety, the Children's Charity of Manitoba, will include a free potato pancake breakfast from 7 to 10, a free lunch with pork in a bun, potato salad, and coleslaw from 11 to 2. There'll be free pony rides, petting zoo, a giant slide, a jumper, and a lot more. Everything is free with any donation to Variety. Peak of the Market's Family Fun Day, Thursday, August 9th at 1200 King Edward Street. For complete details, visit peakmarket.com.
Shorty's Plumbing and Heating is long on service, value, and customer satisfaction. They're your local York certified comfort experts, featuring the finest and high-efficiency York furnaces and air conditioners to keep you comfortable and to save you money on energy bills. Customers keep coming back because they're impressed with Shorty's Plumbing and Heating's Shorty Satisfaction Guarantee. So for your next plumbing, heating, air conditioning, or renovation project, experience the Shorty's Faction difference. Learn more at shortysplumbing.ca.
When you wash down Boston Pizza's Big Backyard Burger, sizzling steak pizza, or savory shrimp tacos with some ice-cold refreshment during grill therapy this summer, you could win the ultimate hockey road trip to see Winnipeg play LA in LA. Better get some shades to go with that hockey jersey. Boston Pizza. Here to make you happy.
Now, let's get back to the Goldeyes pregame show with Paul Edmonds.
Real quick on the rubber in the pitching matchup brought to you by Cal Tire. 5 convenient locations in the capital region, more across the province. We're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service. Barry Fowler gets the start. The former Goldeye will make his second start for Sioux Falls this year. 4th appearance. He's 1-0 from a great state called Georgia, with a 2.08 ERA. Fowler, a right-hander. And on the other side, a New York product, now living in Winnipeg full-time. Matt Rusch gets the start. Fellow right-hander, he'll make his 16th. And he's 7-2 for Winnipeg this year with a 2.40 earned run average. That is good for one of the top 10 ERAs in the league. And also Matt is also one of the top pitchers in terms of strikeouts this year. We'll keep an eye on both of those. He has 83 strikeouts in 97 1/3 innings. So it's Rush for Winnipeg, Fowler for Sioux Falls tonight. That's it for the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right to the ballpark. We'll pause for the rest of the anthems when we come back. Starting lineups. First pitch from downtown on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI.
I love it, and we will succeed.
Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
It's Ken with a solution for loneliness out here in the field. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a two-way radio in the cab. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood two-way radios that'll keep you in touch with the family and help if you ever need it. Tough, long-range, economical, and very sociable. Say more with two-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com. You've got the best seat in the house, your house, with live Goldeyes coverage you can take anywhere, only on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Now let's have a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, 1425 Ellis. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Matt Rusch will get the start for the Goldeyes. His 16th, he's 7-2 with a 2.40 ERA coming into this one. And for Sioux Falls here tonight, Joe Anthonson will lead it off, and he's at second base. Corey Morales, who didn't play last night, will play tonight. He'll bat second, play it short. Jared Bolden hits third, and he is at first base. Reggie Abercrombie in game number 9, back with Sioux Falls after a stint in Mexico. Bats cleanup, he's in center field. Cesar Nicholas hits fifth, and he's at third base tonight. Christian Guerrero with a 3-run homer last night, his 15th of the year, out in right, and he'll bat sixth. And the bottom 3 for Steve Shirley, the old pitching coach for the Goldeyes, at 34 and 41 for Sioux Falls. Trevor Lawhorn batting 7th and DHing. Rich Carpenter out in left, and he bats 8th. Al Quintana will round out the lineup and catch and hit 9th. That lineup again for Sioux Falls tonight: Anthonson, Morales, Bolden, Abercrombie, Nicholas, Guerrero, Lawhorn, Carpenter, and Quintana. Glad to have you along tonight. Stepping in from the left-hand side, Joe Anthonson, a black top, gray pant, and orange sleeves for Sioux Falls. And Rush's first pitch is high, and we're underway tonight at 7:05. So ball one at 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. And Joe Anthonson And Sioux Falls, well, they had a pretty good night last night, too. They had 16 runs on 14 hits.
Who's at the bat now?
Goldeyes in their dark blue tops and white pants. The 1-0 is a little bit low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Brian Child is our home plate umpire. He'll call the balls and strikes tonight. Andrew Carroll at first. Rich Gunton is at third base. The 2-0. Fastball is outside 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Anthonson. By the way, at 7:05 tonight, the opening pitch brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Pitch is in there for a strike, the old automatic, and it's 3-1. Call toll-free today or any day to the Greenwood, 888-233-6730. 3-1 to Anthonson. He was 2 for 4 last night. And the pitch is swung on and hit to the gap in right center. But there's Mazzola as he gets there and makes the catch for the first out. And the batter is Corey Morales.
Come on, bud.
And Morales will step in from the right-hand side. And Morales did not play last night. He's had a high ankle sprain that he has had to deal with. You know, not dissimilar. Sioux Falls has had a lot of injuries like Winnipeg to key pieces to the whole puzzle. And a reason why they are now 8 games below 500. First pitch to Corey Morales. Good slider there from Matt Rusch. And it's 0-1. So Brian Child calling the balls and strikes. Andrew Carroll at first. Rich Gunton is at third. We'll have those gentlemen again tomorrow. Slider again is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Defensively for the Goldeyes tonight in those dark blue tops, white pants. Second night in a row, you win in a certain top, you wear it again the next day. The 0-2, fastball is high, 1-2. Kyle Day catching here tonight. He caught the final couple of innings last night. Luis Allen is over at first base. Sharundle DeCaster is at second. Bryce Kendall having the night off to start the 1-2. Fastball inside, 2-2. Then Jose Duran at short. Amos Ramon at third. And Mike Coles, Chris Roberson, Josh Mazzola left to right in the field. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morales batting .312. The pitch swung on a fastball, bounced back over the mound to his left. Nice pickup by Duran and a spin from behind second base and a fire to first in time to get Morales 2 away. Really nice play by Jose Duran. And there's 2 down for Jared Bolden. And Bolden will stand in from the left side. So again, defensively for the Goldeyes tonight, game 2 of this series and game 2 of this homestand. It's Day catching, Allen at first, DeCaster at second. Duran we just heard from with a real nifty play at short, and Ramon is at third. Then Coles, Roberson, and Mazzola left to right in the field. Here's Bolden, first pitch. Fastball is right down the chute for a strike. And it's 0-1. Matt Rusch, a right-hander from Schenectady, New York. The 0-1. Fastball is outside, 1-1. Making his home in Winnipeg permanently. And Matt, very good numbers this year, a 2.40 ERA. That's tops in the league. The 1-1. Change up, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Best ERA in the league at 2.40. Just a little bit ahead at 2.73 by Paul Burnside of Fargo. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. The fastball is in the dirt. And the count, 2-2. For Matt Rusch, he also is 1 strikeout behind the leader, Matt Way, a lefty, by the way, from Laredo. So Matt Way with 84 strikeouts coming in, Rusch with 83. And Matt has not registered yet one tonight, but the 2-2 is just outside 3-2. But I would imagine, as he usually does, he'll put up a few, usually a handful. That's about his average. Last couple of starts, it's been 5 strikeouts in each. The 3-2. Swing and a miss and make it number 1 on the night. And down on strikes is Bolden. Rusch blew him away with a fastball. 3 up, 3 down. That first strikeout is brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, one strike and you're out. So the Pheasants go in order. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return to the bottom of the first inning on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Field of Dreams Foundation helps kids in need by supporting children's charities. I'm Tony Fletcher, president of the Field of Dreams Foundation, urging you to help out by picking up our special coupon book at Shaw Park for just $5. It's packed with $100 in savings at popular ballpark concessions and local restaurants, or you can pledge an amount per Goldeyes strikeout in the Fillmore Riley K's for Kids program. Learn more at goldeyes.com. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation continues to make kids' dreams come true.
What's for dinner?
Let's barbecue. Turkey?
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Perfect for the barbecue.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Designed for optimum juiciness, Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast is so tasty. Available at your local grocery store. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit Manitoba Turkey Producers at turkey.mb.ca.
We keep old files because they're out of sight and out of mind, or because we think we have to. But someday those old files could bite us if they get in the wrong hands. Isn't it time you let bygones be bygones? Have Protect Document Destruction's mobile service professionally shred your files wherever they are to rid yourself of those ticking time bombs. Protect Document Destruction, 975-0505, a division of Johnson Waste Management.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. We welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along tonight. 1, 2, 3, Sioux Falls goes in order in the top of the first, and the Goldeyes will have Mike Coles lead off, the bottom of one. Bryce Kendall is sitting down tonight to start. Coles, Roberson, DeCaster against former Goldeye Barry Fowler. And the first pitch from the right-hander from Atlanta, Georgia is right down the middle for a strike. And the bottom of the first is underway. So Coles, Roberson, DeCaster, then Weber to DH, Allen, Mazzola, Day, Ramon, and Duran. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Defensively tonight for Sioux Falls, Al Quintana, the other half of the battery. Jared Bolden is over at first. Joe Anthonson at second. Corey Morales at short. Cesar Nicholas at third tonight. Then Rich Carpenter, Reggie Abercrombie, and Christian Guerrero, left to right in the outfield for the Pheasants. Shadows are over home plate, over third base and short. Pitch is inside, 1-2. And halfway onto the mound. Right side infield is in sunshine, and for the most part, so are the three outfielders. Lights are on here at Shaw Park, but a lot of daylight left. Nice night, 1-2. Swung on, tapper back to Barry Fowler, and he'll field that and throw to first base, and Mike Coles is out number one. And the batter is Chris Roberson. And all he's done is record a team-high 20-game hitting streak. 20 straight games with a hit. Highest on the team. I think you have to go back to last year to find one that is close, and that was 22 games for Cody Kaiser last year. Then, of course, the franchise record is 27. Set in 01 and then 08 again by two different players, Luis Ortiz and Brent Matheny. First pitch to Roberson. He is outside, ball one. Again, defensively for Sioux Falls, Quintana catching tonight. Bolden at first. Anthonson at second, Morales at short, Nicholas at third, then Carpenter, Abercrombie, Guerrero left to right. The 1-0 is just outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Tomorrow, a couple of left-handers on display on the mound. It is Todd Privet for Winnipeg, Mitchell Clegg for Sioux Falls. The 2-0 to Roberson. Swung on, ground ball out towards short. Step to his right, Morales. Up with it, throw to first. 2 away. And the batter is Sherundle DeCaster, who's on a 4-game hitting streak. And he'll stand in for the right side. Let's have a look at the weather report. It's brought to you by 360winnipeg.ca, Winnipeg's visual directory. To win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games, go to 360winnipeg.ca and enter to win. Well, it is sunny in the city here. 25 degrees Celsius, 78 Fahrenheit. First pitch is inside, ball one. 48% humidity, and the wind is out of the north-northeast. Barely a factor, just kind of moving the flags from left to right. The 1-0. Swung on, fouled to the plate. It's a ball and a strike. So again, sunny in downtown Winnipeg, 25 degrees Celsius. That equates to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 48%, north-northeast wind at 8. Left to right, not much of a factor tonight. Perfect, the 1-1. Here's a slider that's high, 2-1. Parrot Head night here tonight, the Jimmy Buffett impersonator. He'll have a show after the game is done on the Winnipeg Free Press Entertainment stage as well. The 2-1. Swung on a breaking ball and fouled away on top of the roof, third base side, 2-2. Trundle DeCaster playing second base tonight. Hitting .335. 7 homers, 53 driven in. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Barry Fowler got him on strikes. So each starter ends the 1-2-3 first with a strikeout. And nothing settled here, of course, as the Goldeyes go in order. We'll go to the second. No score on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
Birthdays, office functions, tea parties, whatever. With Archangel Fireworks, every little event becomes a magical backyard affair. So go ahead, rock that next block party. Got a wedding? Bring something blue, and then blow it up. Whatever you do, make it a backyard affair with Archangel Fireworks. At Confusion Corner and online at archangelfireworks.com. The sky is your canvas.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
It's showtime.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live.
Well, we go to the second inning. Reggie Abercrombie will lead it off for Sioux Falls. No score. It's Abercrombie, Cesar Nicholas, and Christian Guerrero. Part of the order. No score in the baseball game. Each team went 1-2-3 in the first inning. Matt Rusch works into his second. Abercrombie last night, 1 for 5. Hitting .447 on the year. First pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike one. He has 4 home runs and 10 driven in his 8 previous games. Pretty good production. Standing in from the right side with those good-looking shoes. Socks up to the knee. The pitch swung on, fouled back, and it's 0-2. Sioux Falls tonight, a black top, and they have orange sleeves. Gray pants, black socks, and Reggie with the black and orange shoes, the Nike shoes with the big white swoosh on the side, the 0-2. Swing and a miss on that slider. Great pitch. And Matt Rusch has 2 strikeouts here tonight. And there's one away to start the second. By the way, folks, drop in a Home Run Sports at Della Seigneurie Boulevard. Bishop Grandin entered to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. But you must hear your name in order to know that you're a winner, and you'll hear it on this program. And afterward, if you do, contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. You can do it in person or by calling 255-7687. Here's Caesar Nicholas. He had a good night last night, 3 for 5. First pitch, high and tight, ball 1. There was one home run hit by a Goldeye last night. Guess who? Josh Mazzola with his team-leading 15th. And it made Terry Emery a winner. The 1-0. Slider on the outside edge for a strike. And it's 1-1. Terry Emery on that home run by Josh Mazzola last night. You're our winner on the Home Run Sports home run inning. So, Terry, you've got 30 days to contact Home Run Sports to claim your prize. The 1-1. Breaking ball a little low. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Caesar Nicholas. We do it every game, top of the second. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. The 2-1. Fastball is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. 1 block west of Lajimodier. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nicholas, batting .342. No score. We're in the top of the second, 1 away. Rush into the full line, the 2-2. Fastball swung on, and that is line just beyond the glove of a leaping shortstop in Jose Duran, and into left center for a base hit. And here's Christian Guerrero. So the first hit is on the board, and it belongs to Sioux Falls. And here's Christian Guerrero, who was 2 for 5 last night with a home run. A 3-run shot. That was part of that 9-run 9th inning for the Pheasants. And Rusch leans over to get the sign. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew him away with a fastball at 90 miles an hour. Up in the zone. Guerrero hit his 15th last night. He and Josh Mazzola are tied in the league. They sit second. Rush from the stretch. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. A mile high, right side of the infield. DeCaster's there, back, and he makes a one-handed catch. And there's 2 away. Ole Sheldon leads the league in home runs. And Ole from St. Paul has 16. Then Mazzola and Guerrero with 15. Chris Sanchez of Sioux City and Nick Jackson of Fargo have 14. Here's Trevor Lawhorn. He also had a 3-hit night last night for the Pheasants. He was 3 for 5, 3 runs scored. 2 away, runner at first. First pitch. Fastball is low, ball 1. Lawhorn batting .282. Right-handed batter. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Caesar Nicholas, if you're wondering, is 1 for 2 on the base paths, being held on by Luis Allen. But not a huge lead. The 1-1. Slider swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Allen is over there, and he runs out of room as it actually gets into the Sioux City dugout. Check that Sioux Falls dugout. 1-2. Lawhorn, 7 home runs, 27 driven in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the DH for Sioux Falls tonight. Matt Rusch leans over to get the sign from Kyle Day. And will come set. 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, bounced out toward third. Fielded by Ramon with a backhand, and he throws to second, the easy route. And that is it for the Pheasants here on a fielder's choice that Lawhorn hits into, and the Goldeyes with a nice play again at third. Get the out at second to erase Caesar Nicholas. No runs, one hit, one left. Last night, Sioux Falls did not leave a batter stranded on the bases. Tonight, they've left one after 1.5. No score. Bottom of the second is next. So is trivia on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
This Goldeyes season, Salisbury House on the Esplanade Riel is hitting it right out of the park with great new taste sensations to get you ready to roar before the game or relive the fun after the final out. With so many great choices, every visit is a new eating adventure. And remember, Sal's is the only place to go for a nip platter, the fan favorite that hits a home run every time. So before or after any Goldeyes game, stroll on over for great food and fun on the Esplanade Riel at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
You like to shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
So do we. When it comes to windows, Best Windows and Doors doesn't go with just a single manufacturer. We shop around. Only the best quality, efficiency, and warranty will do. And only a few have it all. And that's all you'll find at Best Windows. So go ahead, shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
Well, we go to the bottom of the second inning, no score. And John Weber will lead it off for the Goldeyes, followed by Luis Allen and Josh Mazzola. First pitch is a little low, ball one from Barry Fowler, who started the year with the Goldeyes last year, then was released. And Sioux Falls picked him up, and he spent the remainder of the year there. Pitch is swung on, bounced right side. Atherton on two hops will field it. The second baseman throws to first. And there's one away. And an interesting story, Barry this year was involved in some movies back down home in Atlanta, Georgia, and then came up basically when the season started without a job to Sioux Falls, and he just hung around in Sioux Falls waiting for Steve Shirley to have a spot that opened up. Well, the time was nigh in the last couple of weeks, and then they threw him in and pitched real good against the Goldeyes on a Sunday afternoon in relief. First pitch to Luis Allen. He is inside ball one. And here we are with Barry finding himself for the second time this year making a start out of the rotation for the Pheasants. The 1-0 is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. For Barry Fowler, listed as an LS1, was born in 1975. He'll have a birthday this month on the 23rd. The 2-0 is outside, 3 balls and no strikes. 6'1", 215 pounds. And a right-hander. And the 3-0 is low, ball 4. So a one-out free pass, and Luis Allen will draw a walk. And the Goldeyes have their first base runner tonight. Coming up later this month, Barry Fowler will be 37 years old. Kind of makes you feel that if you're around that age, you can have a comeback in any sport. Here's Josh Mazzola, hit his 15th home run last night. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. We're in the bottom of the second, no score. We'll play trivia here in the home half of 2 as well. Fowler goes to work from the stretch. And the 0-1. Breaking ball is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delayed throw back by Morales. And that usually means the catcher wanted that call, didn't get it. 1-1 to Mazzola. Trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Slider down and away, 2-1. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. Mazzola has hits in 8 of 9, and he's hitting .311 now. And a throw goes over to first, and diving back in is Luis Allen. Allen 1 for 4 in the base paths, so not really a threat to steal. Rick was talking about that in the dugout show earlier, that catchers generally don't run very well, from squatting all the time. The 2-1. Swung on, ground ball left side. That's going to get through. And into left field for a base hit. And Mazzola now has hits in 9 of 10. And the Goldeyes have their first hit of the night. And there's 2 on. And 1 out for Kyle Day. Kyle was 1 for 1 last night with a walk. Got to the plate twice after coming in and replacing Bryce Kendall in the order, but going in to catch. By the way, for trivia, the contest is open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. First pitch is in there for a strike. And up for grabs, a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. You'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. 0-1 today. And the pitch is a changeup just outside 1-1. So a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. And there's 14 left after tonight. And of course, you automatically gain entry into the grand prize draw in Andrew Collier's office for that weekend stay at the Place Louis. The 0-2 swung on, look out into the seats or just off that retaining wall and on the padding, and it ricochets back into left field as Day was a little late on that one and sent it down the left field line. Strike 2. Actually should be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Or did he call that changeup a strike? Brian Child's call is a little slow. The pitch swung on, ground ball left side. Diving out, Nicholas goes in and out of his glove. Now he picks it up as he scrambled to his left, and he'll have to eat the baseball. Nowhere to throw it. Hard hit ball by Day, and Nicholas went to his left and speared it, but it went in and out of the glove, so usually off the heel in that case. And then a kick to his left towards short, and by the time he got to it, no chance to get anybody. Luis Allen went by him safely at third. Mazzola's up to second. Bases are loaded for Amos Ramon. Number to call if you think you know the answer is 780-1290. 780-1290. Area code 204, which we need to dial in our province now. And Amos Ramon stands in from the right side. 2 for 5, couple of RBI last night. Fowler comes set. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Well, you ready to go? This might be easy tonight. We sort of based this question on what went on last night. It gave us an idea. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Off-speed pitch that Amos went right through. Okay, the question tonight. Over the course of this season, how many times have the Goldeyes scored 5 or more runs in an inning? 0-2 to the Goldeyes right-handed swinging third baseman. A Goldeye at every base. No score, bottom of 2. The pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate. We do it again. Over the course of this season, how many times have the Goldeyes scored 5 or more runs in an inning? 780-1290, 780-1290, area code 204 if you think you know the answer. Amos batting .280 on the year, 3 homers and 26 driven in. Luis Allen at third base, Josh Mazzola at second, Kyle Day at first. Barry Fowler looks in to get the sign from Al Quintana, who will set up outside. The 0-2 is a breaking ball that just missed. Oh, boy, that was a good pitch. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, usually when the catcher sets up there and it's not too far off, which that was not at all, and you hit the mitt, it's 2 strikes, you might get rung up. More times than not, 1-2. Inside, and Barry just about hit Amos. These two were teammates last year. Now, Amos was around nursing that knee injury. I don't know how well they got to know each other. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fowler comes set, working from the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side. That's going to be a tough play. Atkinson lets it get by him in right field. Runs in to score. Guerrero's throw from right, not in time at home. Now a throw to second, and they are going to get the out of Amos Ramon there. Well, Atkinson went to his left, just couldn't pick it up. He decided not to dive, and it went by him. And Ramon will get a 2-run single out of that. And the Goldeyes lead it 2-0. As Allen scores, Mazzola scores, even though Guerrero's throw from right came in toward home plate. Day goes first to third, and Amos tried to take second on the throw home and got thrown out. He slid a little too early. And that was his problem. And the out will go 9-2. And I believe 4. (9-2-6) is how they're going to score it. And there's 2 away with a runner at third base, and Winnipeg leads at 2-0. Here's Jose Duran. First pitch is inside, ball 1. So a ground ball right side, and Atkinson went to his left and chose not to dive, and it got by him. And Guerrero came in and came up throwing. Now Allen scores easily on that, and Mazzola will score from second. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Even with the throw home, it was not anywhere close. Quintana peeled off from home plate as the throw was a little bit short of home up that first base line. And then he fired to second base. And had Amos not stopped short of the bag on the slide, he slid too soon. The 1-1 is low, 2-1. He might have got there in time, and he'd be looking at 1 out and runners at second and third. Instead, it's 2 away, 2 in, and a runner at third. Still, Ramon drives in RBI 27 and 28. The 2-1 inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. And Amos has 4 RBI in the series. Jose, 2 for 2 last night with 3 walks. 2 runs, 3 hits so far for Winnipeg off Barry Fowler in Sioux Falls. The 3-1. Swung on, chopper foul at the plate and rolled back toward the screen. And the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jose has his average up to 295. A homer and 27 driven in. How about this? He's 5 for his last 7 with 5 runs scored is Duran. Right-handed batter, batting 9th in the order. The payoff pitch. Swung on, that's lined out to center field. Abercrombie was playing in. It's over his head. It's going to go off the warning track and up against the wall. And Duran will stop at second base. Uh-oh. And Jose kind of pulled up at second base. He drives in a run with a double, but more concerned as the Goldeyes take a 3-0 lead for maybe a hamstring or a knee right there. As Jose got a pitch that he powdered out to center field. And are they going to take him out of the game? Yep, I think he's going to come out of the game. And Rick's marched out there. He's got his arm around his player. And I think Jose's trying to plead his case about staying in the game. But Jose's going to come out, and I don't think the Goldeyes want to risk anything more. And, well, how about that? It was a short night a short night off for Bryce Kendall. He's going to come in to pinch run. Duran's going to come out with some sort of a leg problem. And we'll need to ask Rick about that. And I think that obviously there's something tender there, and Jose's saying I can play, but Rick's saying as a precaution, you're coming out of the baseball game. And Bryce Kendall now will have appeared in all 75 games for the Goldeyes, although he didn't start tonight. And he's going to bat in that 9th spot. So Bryce Kendall, who was supposed to sit down and have the night off, is pinch running in this 2nd inning. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. Duran exits the game with a leg injury. And Mike Cole's the batter. We go back to the top of the order. In the bottom of this 2nd. First pitch is a breaking ball that's high, ball 1. Not sure if we've got a winner or not on trivia. I didn't hear. All right, we've got a winner. Winner, the answer coming up in the bottom of 7, the 1-0. Is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. So another night that you keep your consecutive game streak alive, folks. Every game since 1996, we've had a winner. How about that? 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 2-1. Mike Cole's 0 for 1 tonight, 2 for 5 in the series. 2 away in the inning. 3 have crossed the plate. The Goldeyes lead at 3-0. Bryce Kendall running for Jose Duran in 2nd. The 2-1. Swung on, chopper back up the middle to his left. Morales deep behind the bag at 2nd. Twirls, throws to 1st, and he threw it away. And Kendall will score from 2nd base to make it 4-0 on an RBI single by Coles. And the ball stays in play, so Coles, even though the ball went past Bolden at 1st, or is Coles going to get awarded 2nd base on a ball that might have gone into that dugout? There will be an error. So it'll be an RBI single for Coles, and then it will be E6 on Morales for throwing the ball away at 1st base. And now Mike Meyer, the pitching coach, is going to come out to have a little chat with Fowler and with catcher Al Quintana. So a 4-run inning for Winnipeg. Kendall scores from 2nd, and Mike Coles will drive in his 44th of the year, and the Goldeyes lead it 4-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Glad to have you along tonight, wherever you're tuning in from. Of course, how do you folks way up in the valley there in Swan River? CJ 104.5 FM. In the Parkland in Neepawa, 97.1 FM. And in the Interlake on CJ 107.5 FM out of Gimli. And everybody else on our originating station, the flagship, TSN 1290. And how do you folks on the World Wide Web? To our shut-in fans and our friends from south of the Bordero. Here's Chris Roberson after the mound meeting. Runner at 2nd base, 4-0 Winnipeg. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Roberson is 0 for 1 tonight. He's on a 20-game hitting streak. And he's also 2nd in the league in hitting with a .354 average. 1 point back of Brian Myro of Grand Prairie. The 0-1. Low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Brian is on the disabled list with the Air Hogs right now. 4 runs, 5 hits at Camp Goldeye tonight. 0-1-1 for Sioux Falls. The 1-1. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chris Roberson. Well, tonight the Goldeyes getting a 2-run single from Amos Ramon, an RBI double from Jose Duran, and an RBI single from Mike Coles. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, line to center, and it's now a 21-game inning streak. Here comes Coles around third. Up with the ball is Abercrombie. His throw is cut off at the mound. Now they're going to get Roberson in a rundown, and a tag applied by the first baseman, actually by Anthonson, the second baseman, and that is it. Roberson will drive in a run, and now is hit safely in 21 straight, and Coles will score, and then trying to take the extra base. Roberson and the Goldeyes will get thrown out, and that ends the inning. But they send 8 men to the plate, and 5 men cross it. Goldeyes have 6 hits. There was an error, and nobody left. We'll go to the third. Out-of-town scoreboard is next. Winnipeg through 2, leading 5-0 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Your barbecue would like a word with you. Turkey. No, it's not calling you a turkey. It's merely suggesting that Granny's fresh turkey pieces make a great change of taste on the barbecue. Fast, convenient, delicious, and packed with nutrition, Granny's turkey pieces are the perfect way to add sensible sizzle to your barbecuing. Take it from the one who really knows. Granny's Turkey goes great on the barbecue. Granny's Turkey. Great taste, healthy living.
For 5 years, the new Pembina Chrysler has become Winnipeg's most conveniently located automotive center. From a 30-minute ORS-free oil change, All-Make Collision Center, Canada's largest parts volume dealer, or an incredible selection of new and used vehicles, it's really all here at the new Pembina Chrysler. So why drive to the outskirts of the city to buy, much less go all the way back for service, when it's all here at the new Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, 300 Pembina Highway or PembinaChrysler.com.
Business owners, do you know where your fleet vehicles are?
I have a good idea.
With a GPS tracking system from Sirius Technologies, you'll know their exact locations.
But I trust my employees.
It's more than that. GPS tracking gives you a bird's eye view of your business with real numbers to measure productivity. Imagine adding 1 more job a day or cutting idling time by 50%. Sirius Technologies. Data is power. It's time to get serious. For your free 1-month trial, visit SiriusTechnologies.ca.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
5-0 Winnipeg leads it. Here's Rich Carpenter lead it off. Top of the 3rd inning. Rush's first pitch is in there for a strike. If you're scoring at home, Chris Roberson gets thrown out 8-3, 6-4. To end the inning, the 0-1. Changeup is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carpenter, Quintana, and Anthonson. 8, 9, and 1. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Good off-speed pitch to get Ridge Carpenter, who was 1 for 3 last night. And Ridge hit a home run to right field. His 5th of the year. All 5 have come with Sioux Falls. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball is just outside, 2-2. Ridge batting .216 on the year. Left-handed stick. And the 2-2. Swung on, lifted out toward right. And here comes Mazzola, and he'll make the catch for the first out. By the way, that is the 8th time the Goldeyes have scored 5 runs or more in an inning against Sioux Falls this year. So Winnipeg has kind of feasted on the Pheasants with the big inning. I've been waiting all day to say that. Oh, look, I made myself laugh. First pitch to Quintana. Swung on line to right field for a base hit. And that's just a guy that the Goldeyes have had problems getting out all year. And he's now 1 for 5 in the series after going 0 for 4 last night. On a serious note, it is the 8th time the Goldeyes have scored 5 runs or more against Sioux Falls in an inning this year. So 1-out single for the catcher. Back to the top of the order in Joe Anthonson. 5 runs, 6 hits for Winnipeg as we look at the line score. 0-2-1 for Sioux Falls. Rusch goes to work from the stretch. First pitch swung on and fouled away. It will drift toward the seats, down beyond the Goldeyes dugout and get into them. Strike one. Anthonson 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out to right field. He's 2 for 5 in the series. Batting .255 in the year. Does not have a homer. He's driven in 14. Here in the third, let's have a look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Rusch comes set. The 0-1 is on the inside edge for a strike. It's 0-2. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. First to the American Association. And Newark is leading Kansas City 4-2 in the 8th. That's good news. Newark 4, Kansas City 2. The 0-2 is low and inside, and it gets away from Day, and moving up is Quintana to second base on the wild pitch. 1-2 to Anthonson. Runner at second base. Newark 4, Kansas City 2 in the 8th in Newark, New Jersey in interleague play. St. Paul leading Fargo 1-0. That's in the third in Fargo. 1-2 is a breaking ball that's low, 2-2. So we're keeping our eyes on those two games for sure. Lincoln leading Wichita 4-0. That's in the second. And Grand Prairie, a 1-0 lead on Sioux City, just outside Dallas tonight in the third. 2-2, fastball inside, 3-2. And Amarillo with a 3-1 lead on Gary in the second, coming up at 8:05 tonight. It's Laredo at El Paso. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Joe Anthonson. Matt Rusch leaning over to get the sign. He'll come set. And now he'll step off. Rusch with a couple of strikeouts tonight. Joe Anthonson has improved his batting average as the season's gone along. There was one point the Goldeyes got to Sioux Falls in June, and he was hitting under 200. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base. And the payoff. Fastball swung on, fouled back. Anthonson just got a piece of it. He was late on that emergency hack. And he'll stay alive. Anthonson was hit by a pitch last night, scored twice, drove in 2 runs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rusch comes set, the payoff. Swung on, and that's lined to center. And right there is Roberson, and he'll make the catch in that little strip of sunlight right now. Well, one thing about Chris Roberson, he always puts on a little bit of a show. I wouldn't say Cadillacs it. I wouldn't say hot dogs it. But he'll give you every once in a while a little glimpse that, oh, maybe I'm not going to catch it. Oh, there it is. I think if nothing else, it keeps him a little mentally sharp. And certainly is somewhat entertaining for the fans. Here's Corey Morales with a runner at second and 2 away now, and Morales is 0 for 1. First pitch. Slider is high, ball 1. So good news on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. St. Paul leading Fargo and Newark leading Kansas City. The 1-0 is low, 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, the winner and answer coming up for trivia in the bottom of the 7th as always. The 2-0 is high or called a strike? No, that's a strike. 2-1. Ryan Child isn't exactly demonstrative in his strike calling tonight either. It's just sort of a step back and a little bit of that index finger. The 2-1 is outside 3-1. Jared Bolden stands on deck. Well, tonight, it's Manitoba Pork Night and Parrot Head Night with the Jimmy Buffett theme tonight and the Jimmy Buffett impersonator. Just to let you know that Manitoba Pork has been a great partner of the Goldeyes for many years, and they have contributed a lot of money. It was a check presentation tonight to the Field of Dreams Foundation, of course, the Goldeyes charity that benefits children's charities in the province. Pitch is outside, ball 4, and Rusch will issue his first walk of the night. And we'll put 2 on as Corey Morales draws a base on balls, and the batter will be Jared Bolden with 2 away and 2 on. And every year, Manitoba Pork and their producers and board put on a pregame pork barbecue for their sponsored game, and tonight they did it again. It was a chili mango pulled pork, and it raised over $1,400 for the Field of Dreams Foundation. So thanks very much to them. And of course, while we're talking about it a little bit, the first pitch, change up, swung on. That is smoked to right center field. Back goes Mazzola, and it is off the warning track and up against the wall. 2 runs are going to score on that. Bolden is going to stop at second as the throw goes to third, and all of a sudden it's 5-2 as Jared Bolden picks up RBI 45 and 46 as he smacked that to the gap in right center. And now Reggie Abercrombie, the batter. So a little 2-out lightning for Sioux Falls. And Abercrombie struck out his first trip, swinging. Manitoba Pork and many others, of course, involved in the Goldeyes Field of Dreams golf tournament, which happened on July 23rd. First pitch is a slider that's a little bit high, ball 1. Goldeyes would like to thank Grant Timchuk from Arby's. He was this year's tournament dinner sponsor. And the contribution from Arby's, the 1-0, in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Now, it was a major contribution from Arby's because the money that would have been spent on the foundation dinner actually was rolled right in to fund children's charities in the province. It was an expenditure the foundation didn't have to incur. The 1-1 swing and a miss as Abercrombie goes chasing, and he flips his bat in disgust with a 1-2 count on him. The whole sponsors: Arby's, Asante Financial Management, and AGF Funds. Fillmore Riley, Fresh Traffic, Granite Financial, Manitoba Pork, Eugene and Blythe, Pepsi, Princess Auto, Rogers, Sabre Agencies, Sentry. The 1-2 swung on, comebacker, 1 hop, fielded by Rusch, and in front of the mound he throws over to first base, and that is it for Sioux Falls. But they do answer the Goldeyes. They get 2 runs on a couple of hits. A walk gets thrown in there, and they leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Goldeyes by 3 at 5-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When Winnipeggers' stuff exceeds their space, why do so many rely on Storageville?
It's so convenient.
With 2 prime locations, 830 Waverly and 123 Reinders at Stapon Road.
Access to your locker is really easy.
It's totally secure. Every unit is alarmed and video monitored every minute, every day.
My house should be so clean.
They even have a free cube van to stick your stuff in. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores. Learn more about their wow factors at storageville.ca.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Maury Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Moray Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Moray. These guys hit it right out of the park.
Recycle everywhere.
It's a swing, and he popped it up. Has he got it? The ball was caught, but not by a glove, Mike. Looks like it landed inside a Recycle Everywhere bin. I'd recognize that little blue bird anywhere. They're everywhere these days.
Beverage container recycling is expanding in Manitoba. Look for Recycle Everywhere bins at Shaw Stadium and other public places. Visit us at recycleeverywhere.ca.
Recycle everywhere.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third inning. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Trundle DeCaster will lead it off for Winnipeg. 5-2, they're in front. First pitch from Fowler is low, ball one. And we're underway in the last of the third tonight. DeCaster, Weber, and Allen. 3, 4, 5 in the order, the 1-0. Breaking ball inside, 2-0. Our producer-operator back at our flagship station tonight, TSN 1290, is Alex Albany. The 2-0. Swung on, and a bullet hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's going to bump up against the wall. Around first, striding for second is DeCaster, and he'll extend a hitting streak to 5 straight with a leadoff double here in the bottom of 3. The Goldeyes leading by 3. Riley Lachuk is up in Swan River operating the CJ radio end of things tonight. Dana Robbie is helping us out on site. And hello to you, Danson Gabe. You look great in those sunglasses, brother. John Weber, the batter. 0 for 1 tonight. He drove in 4 last night. 5-2, the Goldeyes lead it. They have 7 hits off Barry Fowler. First pitch. Swung on, ground ball out towards short. To his left, Morales up with it, and he throws to first. And Weber is out number 1, but he advances DeCaster over to third. And the batter is Luis Allen. Just back to our thank yous for the whole sponsors for the golf tournament that was played late last month. Sellers and Associates, Ticketmaster Canada, of course our longtime radio partners under the Bell umbrella, TSN Radio 1290, 99.9 Bob FM, and Fab 94.3. Infield in, first pitch to Allen, swung on and missed for strike 1 on a breaking ball. And the Winnipeg Free Press. Special thanks to Boston Pizza, who provided pizza on the golf course. To Dale Saunders from Peller Estate Wines for donating wine to the tournament. The 0-1 is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And thanks to the live auction donations, Ace Walker, Goldeyes pitcher, drew up a picture and they had it framed. 1-1. Swung on and fouled back into the mid. It's 1-2. As that went into Al Quintana's catcher's mitt. The other catcher in the game has a ball and 2 strikes on it. Aikens Lake Wilderness Lodge donating a trip again this year. Ticketmaster Canada and the Winnipeg Jets. Here's the best part. Couldn't do it without the sponsors. Couldn't do it without the golfers. The 1-2. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Fielded by Morales with the infield in. And he will throw to first base. And there'll be 2 away for Josh Mazzola, still with DeCaster in third base. The tournament raised close to $25,000 this year, the most that it's ever been raised at the tournament itself. So a record year. And the golf tournament is the number one revenue generator for the Field of Dreams Foundations, children's charities in the province. First pitch is in there for a strike. $25,000 this year from the golf tournament alone. I believe over $1.4 million since 1995 have gone into children's charities in the province. Only in the province of Manitoba. Money stays here. The 0-1. Swung on, lifted over first down the right field line. That might be trouble. It is a fair ball. And Mazzola will drive in a run. It'll be 6-2 Winnipeg as Mazzola has his second hit of the night. Drives in his team-leading 59th of the year with a little blooper over first into right field. A little two-out lightning for the Goldeyes as they answer the answer and lead it again by 4. So again, thanks to all the golfers, all of the prize suppliers, including the live auction donations, and all of the hole sponsors. It was a fun time this year, as it always is. If you're interested in playing, as Kyle Day steps in, first pitch. Change up, swung on, line to the gap in right center. That's going to get down, be taken on a couple of hops by Guerrero. Rounding second, heading for third is Mazzola. First pitch swinging his day, and the Goldeyes have runners on the corners with 2 away and 1 in, and they also have their 9th hit of the night already. If you're interested in playing next year, it's never too early to start to think about it, or contact the Goldeyes office, in particular General Manager and Tournament Chairman Andrew Collier with your interest. And again, $25,000 raised. A lot of other things help raise money, of course, for the Field of Dreams, but the golf tournament is the biggie. First pitch to Amos Ramon is inside, ball 1. Not any more significant than the other ancillary ways of raising money for the Field of Dreams, but it just is the number one revenue generator in a sort of one-day shot. The 1-0. Swung on, chopper out toward third. Coming in barehanded, it is Nicholas. Throws to first, and a nice scoop on a hop with a stretch by Jared Bolden over at first. Good play all the way around to get Amos Ramon. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the third inning. Well, they do get a run. They do so on 3 hits, and they will leave a pair. We'll go to the 4th, 6-2 Winnipeg. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball from downtown Winnie on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Safer Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Safer Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Safer Agencies for details. 694-6787.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up, turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 4th inning, and the Goldeyes lead at 6-2. They're 1 hit away from having 8 consecutive games where they've had double digits in hits. Cesar Nicholas, Christian Guerrero, Trevor Lawhorn due up here. Hitters 5, 6, 7 for Sioux Falls against Matt Rusch. Winnipeg leading by 4, 6-2 through 3. First pitch of the 4th is low, ball 1. Nicholas tonight is 1 for 1. Standing in from the right side, the 1-0. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. I've noticed of late, and for you folks that are here tonight tuning in on your radios, that all of a sudden the back pocket unfurled has started to creep into the game again. 1-1. A little bit low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sometimes it just happens because you pull your batting gloves out and forget to stick it back in. But remember the days when the guys were running around with both pockets unfurled? 2-1. Is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Well, the league kind of cramped down on that because it's kind of not really the way you're supposed to be wearing your uniform. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Good fastball from Rusch. We do it again at 2-2. American League tonight. Let's have a look at those scores on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Seattle in the 6th inning leading Baltimore 7-2. Baltimore's won 3 in a row. 2-2. Swung on. That is a shot to left field, way back, and gone. Cesar Nicholas, or is it going to go off? I think the pull in number 6. The throw will go to second base, and he will be safe. Now, did it go off the top of the wall? Did it go off the number 6? It looked to me like it was gone. Now, I don't see any argument here from Sioux Falls, but it must have gone off the top of the safe work sign and actually never went off the pull-in sign, the retired number 6. So it ends up being a leadoff double, not a home run. Sometimes with the recessed fencing you have here, the batter's eye, of course, the retired numbers, Duva's 5, Poulin 6, Smith's 21. It can bounce off those and back onto the field, and the outfielder will play it. But it ends up being a home run. That went off the top of the wall. No argument. First pitch to Guerrero is in there for a strike. And Guerrero popped out his first trip to the caster in second. Kyle Seager is a home run for the Mariners, his 12th. And Rusch will step off. Kyle Seager's 12th. Miguel Olivo, his 8th for Seattle. They lead Baltimore 7-2 in the 6th in Maryland. And Baltimore 1-3 in a row, leading up to this tonight. Pitch is high, 1-1. Matt Wieters has connected for his 14th home run, but it hasn't been enough as the Orioles trail by 5 at home. Cleveland looking to end a 10-game losing skid. A 4-1 lead at home against Minnesota in the 6th. Shelley Duncan, the former Yankees, homered his 10th, the 1-1. Swung on and fouled away right side. 1-2. Detroit, they won 5 in a row. They're leading the Yankees in Detroit tonight. Tigers 4, Yankees 2. That's in the 6th. Miguel Cabrera's homered for the 2nd straight night for Detroit, his 29th. Eric Chavez, his 11th for the Yankees. Texas leads Boston 3-0. That's in the 7th. The 1-2. Fastball swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side, drifting toward the seats and in them. And still a ball and 2 strikes to Guerrero. Nice catch over there. Tampa Bay leading Toronto in Florida 4-1. That's in the 7th. Colby Rasmus does have a home run, though, for the Blue Jays to account for their lone run. For Colby Rasmus, his 20th. Chicago White Sox leading Kansas City on the south side, 1-0 in the 4th. Gordon Beckham, a home run to account for that game's lone run. The 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. And that will get on top of the roof. For Beckham, his 11th. Coming up 9:05 tonight, the Angels are up the coast to take on the A's in Oakland. C.J. Wilson for Los Angeles, 9-7, a 3.27 ERA. And the A's trying to end a 3-game skid will send Bartolo Colon to the mound, 8-8 with a 3.55. The 1-2 slider just missed outside. 2-2. Goldeyes leading 6-2. We're in the fourth. Nobody out. Cesar Nicholas standing at second base after a leadoff double. And the 2-2 from Rusch. Swung on and missed. Got him with a high fastball up in the zone. And Guerrero will go down swinging. Strikeout number 3 tonight for Matt Rusch. And the batter will be Trevor Lawhorn. National League, Philadelphia shutting out Atlanta 3-0. That's in the 8th. Ryan Howard is homered, his 5th for the Phillies. And Bill Pulsifer will come out to have a little chat with the battery here on how to pitch to Trevor Lawhorn, who's 0 for 1 as he hit into a fielder's choice tonight. Arizona in the 7th is leading Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh 3-2. Stephen Drew is homered again. His 2nd of the year. He had one on the weekend for his first, of course, but he's missed pretty much the whole season. Arizona's lost 3 in a row, trying to end that tonight in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Miami leading the New York Mets 4-2. That's in the 6th. In Queens, New York, Daniel Murphy, a home run for the Metropolitans, his 4th. Mound meeting's over. Rusch will come set. First pitch to Lawhorn. Fastball's high, ball 1. In the 5th inning, Washington and Houston are tied at 2 in Texas tonight. Ben Francisco, a home run, is 2nd for the Astros. Danny Espinosa, his 11th for the Nationals. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball out toward 3rd. Fielded nicely there by Ramon. He looks Nicholas back to 2nd. Throws across for the 2nd out. And Nicholas stays put at second base, and here's Rich Carpenter. So Washington and Houston are tied at 2 in the 5th. In the 4th, Milwaukee leads Cincinnati 2-0. Aramis Ramirez, his 15th home run of the year for the Brewers. 4th inning, San Francisco leading St. Louis 3-1. The Cardinals have won 4 in a row. San Francisco leading that West Division by half a game on the Dodgers. From the stretch, first pitch is high and away to Carpenter, ball 1. Buster Posey is homered for the Giants tonight in that 3-1 lead over St. Louis in the 4th. Alan Craig is countered for the lone run for the Cardinals, his 16th jack of the year. 2 later starts out on the left coast. The 1-0. Swung on and a changeup. It gets by Rusch out towards 2nd. Picked up nicely by DeCaster and a firearm sling over to first base on a sidearm delivery. Gets the speeding Carpenter, and after the double, it goes 1-2-3 for Sioux Falls. Curse of the leadoff double here in the top of 4. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning as Sioux Falls fails to get a run. Goldeyes lead it 6-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hello, Ken Plain here. If you're looking for a foundation contractor that you can trust, go with Avalon. But don't just take my word for it. For over 40 years, people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas have gone with Avalon for their foundation issues. So you know that you are dealing with professionals. To learn more, log on to avalonwinnipeg.ca. Go with the name you trust. Go with Avalon Construction.
We finally found the perfect house.
A real fixer-upper.
Well, we want to do things our way. Everything new, but in a real character home.
So when it came to a mortgage, there was only one place to go. SCU.
Whether you're fixing, building, or buying, feel comfortable in a mortgage from Steinbach Credit Union. When you're doing that big reno, SCU will be there with great rates and flexible terms. Talk to SCU today. After all, we're taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
Milwaukee Tools continue to revolutionize the cordless power tool industry with the introduction of M18 Fuel, an exclusive line of extreme performance cordless power tools designed, engineered, and built by Milwaukee to deliver unmatched productivity. When you use an M18 tool with the Fuel name, you know you've invested in the most advanced cordless technology available. Simply put, Fuel delivers unmatched power, runtime, and durability on the job site. Fuel, built for the industrial industry.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Bryce Kendall will lead it off. He came in to run for Jose Duran, who drove in a run in the second. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. And then kind of pulled up, hobbling into towards second. And Rick Forney took no chances, and that was it for Jose tonight. The 0-1 is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Bryce Kendall, who had his first scheduled day off of the year, well, that lasted only a couple of innings. 1-1. Half a swing, didn't matter. He goes on the outside corner, does Barry Fowler, to get a strike. 1-2. The Goldeyes lead it, by the way, 6-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, inside and outed, rolled on the ground, out towards second. Anthonson up with it, and he throws to first base, and Kendall is out number 1. Goldeyes with 6 runs on 9 hits. And back to the top of the order in Mike Coles. So 1 away. And we'll also see Chris Roberson in this inning. First pitch is in there for a strike. Coles tonight, 1 for 2. RBI and a run scored in a 5-run second for Winnipeg. They added 1 more in the third. They gave up 2 in the top of the third. And here we stand, bottom 4, 6-2 Winnipeg. The 0-1 from Fowler, and a bunt pushed foul. First base side by Mike Coles, 0-2. Later starts tonight on the West Coast. Chicago Cubs have lost 6 in a row. They're in San Diego for a 9:05 start time. And at 9:10, Colorado at the Dodgers. Don't know if you saw the game last night, the 0-2. Swung on, chopper over the mound, back up the middle, charged there by Morales, and a running pickup by the shortstop. And he throws to first in time to get Coles 2 away. Nice play by Corey Morales. Don't know if you saw the game last night. Colorado and the Dodgers. There was a play that they ruled an out on a ball hit to center field as Chris Roberson steps up and in. And Chris tonight has extended a hitting streak to 21 straight with an RBI single in that 5-run second. First pitch is a changeup that's low, ball 1. And they ruled it a catch. Replay showed that it was trapped. The umpires got together at Don Mattingly's urging, the manager for the Dodgers, and reversed the call. The 1-0 is low, 2-0.
And we need a call.
And anytime you reverse a call, you're pretty much guaranteed that one of the managers is going to get thrown out. Jim Tracy did for Colorado, the 2-0. Outside 3-0 afterward, of course. But Vin Scully was calling the game, as it was a home game in L.A. And, of course, he doesn't travel east of the Rockies anymore. Pitches outside, ball 4. And Roberson will draw a walk, and that's the second walk issued by Barry Fowler tonight. 2-out free pass, and Sherundle DeCastro the batter. And if you can find it on the internet, it was absolutely hilarious. 2 things. Number 1, Vin's 80 years old, and he kind of ad-libbed the swearing that was going on with, nicer words. He was reading lips. And number 2, it took about 6 minutes, and he said for all of those that don't want replay in the game, that say it's going to slow the game down, well, they just had 6 minutes where they argued, and a manager got thrown out as the throw goes over to first base. And you probably could have had the correct call made, saved the manager and some fine money, and established the fact that the ball was actually trapped on what was ruled initially a catch in center field, all within about a minute and a half. maybe 2 minutes, not the 6 or almost 7 it took before they started playing baseball again. First pitch, inside, ball 1 as DeCastro got out of the way of that. 1 ball, no strikes. So there's your first of many looks at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of Kerry. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is high, 2-0. DeCastro has struck out, doubled, and scored tonight. Right-handed batter playing second base. Now the 2-0. Swung on, line to center on that hanging slider. It drops down and around second, heading for third is going to be Roberson. And with 2 away, there's runners on the corners. And John Weber, the batter. And Weber will stand in from the left side. And Weber tonight is 0 for 2. John in the series 1 for 7. He's on a 4-game hitting streak. 6-2, Winnipeg leads it. Fowler comes set. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, and John thought that was a little bit generous. 0-1 to Weber. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. By the way, I encourage you to buy the Winnipeg Free Press on Saturday. There is a great feature that will be run in the FYI section on the Goldeyes, written by Randy Turner with, well, I almost said cartoons or illustrations, but artwork, pictures by Melissa Tate as they followed the Goldeyes around. Randy did for that last road trip, the entirety of it, the 0-2. Swung on, that's pulled down the right field line. That's well hit, and it's going to get down. It's a fair ball. And Weber around first, heading for second, in to score Roberson. DeCastro goes first to third, and it's a double for Weber, an RBI variety. Goldeyes lead at 7-2, and Weber's extended a hitting streak to 5 straight, and he has 5 RBI in the series. And a little 2-out lightning for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And they're back to their largest lead of the night, which is 5. And Luis Allen, the batter. It's a very long piece that Randy has written. I believe he said it was going to be 5 to 6 broadsheet pages long with artwork. And I'll tell you what, between Randy and Melissa, I got to see their act on the road, and they worked hard. Wasn't a lot of fooling around. Here's Luis Allen. First pitch. Swung on, chopper right side. Anthonson on 2 hops will field that throw to first, and the Goldeyes are done here through 4. So coming up on Saturday, that big expose of the Goldeyes and traveling with the Goldeyes on the road in the Winnipeg Free Press. Pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it as well. Goldeyes get a run. They do so on 2 hits, and they leave a pair. We'll go to the 5th. Special guest coming up next. 7-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Juco Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com. Downtown Winnipeg is the place to be this summer. Get downtown and enjoy fun festivals, concerts, and tours. Catch a Goldeyes game, visit exceptional shopping and dining districts, get a taste for Winnipeg's distinct urban culture, and check out the Out to Lunch concert series with free music downtown every Wednesday at noon all summer long. For info on concert locations and other downtown events, visit downtownwinnipegbiz.com. Get down this summer. Downtown.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Fergie's Fish and Chips and Manitoba Turkey Producers.
Well, we go to the 5th inning, and Goldeyes lead it by a score of 7-2. Glad to have you along tonight. And Matt Rusch works into his 5th. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 3. He'll face Al Quintana, Joe Anthonson, and Corey Morales. And it's hitters 9, 1, and 2. Goldeyes getting 5 runs in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. And they have 11 hits tonight. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. It is the 8th straight game that the Goldeyes have had double digits in hits. I'll have a special guest in the booth with me tonight. We'll explain. The 1-0 is low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. And I think he's a little caught off guard. Kind of deer in headlights. We have requests of all sorts. And we try to accommodate the less than bizarre ones. I mean, we have some bizarre requests. Pitches inside 3-0. And usually the answer is yes. I mean, if it gets too bizarre, we have to turn it down for safety reasons or some regulations and rules that we actually follow. A 3-0 to Quintana is in there for a strike. Anyway, I've got to know James Tam over the last few years because he is a huge Goldeyes fan and is also one of the many trivia buffs for Goldeyes baseball. 3-1, swung on, chopper out towards short, fielded by Kendall, and he'll throw to first, and there's 1 away. Just before we get back to that, interesting that DeCaster stays at second, and Kendall last inning went in at short for Jose Duran. They didn't put Kendall back to second and move DeCaster over to short. So Rick Forney elects to keep DeCaster where he started the game, and Bryce Kendall gets back over to short where he's played some last year and a little bit this year. And there's 1 away back to the top of the order in Joe Anthonson. And James Tam is an ultimate trivia buff. In fact, he was 1 year our grand prize winner. And the first pitch is in there for a strike of the weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. And I've got to know James. He played in the golf tournament. I just talked about that earlier tonight, James. By the way, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And the 0-1 pitch is swung on, bounced out toward first. It's a fair ball, fielded behind the bag by Luis Allen. He'll make the unassisted play, and there's 2 away. And as with sort of anything, you go through the years, and you not only get to know the fans, you get to know their families, you get to know them as, I would say, in some cases, friends, and if a little bit short of that, really good associates. And your wife emailed me one day, not that far ago, but enough to give all of us some advance to kind of put this plan in tact here. A drive into center field by Corey Morales. It's going to be caught by Chris Roberson, and it's 3 up, 3 down. Wouldn't you know you get a 3 up, 3 down inning when you have a guest? But we're going to tell everybody we're going to kind of get through this. James Tam is my guest. We'll explain it all when we come back. 3 up, 3 down. Down goes Sioux Falls. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Goldeyes lead at 7-2 when we come back on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Thinking forward means challenging your business to grow.
It's about making hard decisions today to ensure a better tomorrow. At MNP, we'll help your business think forward by being a partner that understands your business challenges and providing industry-specific thought leaders to help take you to the next level. Think forward. Contact your local MNP office or visit us online at mnp.ca.
Winter. Okay, you don't want to think about it now, but picture this. Endless sunny skies, pristine white sand beaches, warm turquoise water lapping at your toes, zesty food, and music that really gets you moving. Put yourself in the picture this winter with Air Canada Vacations direct flights from Winnipeg to Jamaica. Go on. Tell Jack Frost to get lost. Escape to the sun and fun of an Air Canada vacation in Jamaica. Get started at aircanadavacations.com.
Any bites?
Nothing. Dad, we've tried your fishing spot. It's my turn to pick. I know this really sweet spot.
You do?
Fergie's. Now that's easy fishing.
Why fish when you can get the best catch at Fergie's? Fergie's is authentic style fish and chips made fresh to order. No need to rock the boat. Just head to Fergie's Fish and Chips for the best fish and chips around. Fergie's Fish and Chips at the Forks.
The place for great fish and chips.
Fish delicious!
Well, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Josh Mazzola leads it off. Goldeyes are in front by 5-7-2. Both starters still in the game. Barry Fowler has given up 7 runs on 11 hits. He'll face Mazzola, Day, and Ramon, 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Goldeyes with 5 in the second and Singleton's in the third and fourth. First pitch to Mazzola, swung on, bounced out towards short. Morales up with it, throws to first, and there's one away on one pitch. Anyway, James Tam is my guest. And James' wife emailed me about a month ago and said that you would be coming to the game tonight, not in your regular seats, but in a Sky Suite, James, that you've rented for your birthday. By the way, happy birthday.
Thank you, Paul.
Do you want to reveal where we're at in life, or would that be better left unsaid?
I'm in my 40s.
You're in your 40s, okay. Well, so am I, okay? You want to guess maybe you're a little bit older than me, or am I older than you?
No, I think I'm older than you.
Okay. Here's Kyle Day. First pitch is a changeup that's in there for a strike. She said, listen, James is a great fan of the baseball team. He actually loves the game, loves the Goldeyes, and listens to all the games on radio. Pitch is swung on, bounced out toward first. And it's picked up there by Jared Bolden, and he'll make the unassisted play. And Kyle Day is out number 2. Would you mind, just for a thrill of a lifetime, bringing him on the air? And I said, sure. So here you are, and happy birthday, as we mentioned. You've got your lay on today. You've got your sort of Caribbean shirt on. You're all dressed up with the theme. I mean, that's ultimate fan stuff right there.
That's great.
So, anyway, here you are, and so tell me how Catherine, your wife, ended up telling you that this was going to happen tonight, because you had no clue.
We were going to go to Hermanos.
You're going to go to where?
Hermanos for dinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what happened there is Amos Ramon takes a strike.
They are one of the sponsors, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's good. So, no, we were going to go there for dinner, and she goes, we have tickets tonight. And I said, yeah, I guess we can go there after dinner. And then she mentioned about Manitoba Pork, and they're sponsors too, so I can put a plug in for them.
Yep, you bet.
And it's a pork on a bun. She knows I like that, but I was quite surprised that she suggested it because she's not a big fan of that.
Okay.
So then we showed up here, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. We were going to head up to our seats, and we saw some friends carrying presents. I thought, hey, wait a minute here.
What's going on?
What's going on? And then it became pretty clear that she had a surprise birthday party for me at the Sky Suite. But I had no idea it was going to have me up here.
2 balls, 2 strikes to famous Amos tonight. He's 1 for 2, 2 away in the inning. And Fowler's pitch is swung on and missed, and we have another 1, 2, 3 inning here, and the Goldeyes are done in the 6th. We'll go to the 6th. They're done to the 5th. We'll go to the 6th. There's more to this story. I want to get to it. James Tam is my guest, longtime Goldeyes fan. Winnipeg leads it by 5, 7-2 through 5. Inning number 6 is next from downtown on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, even more memories are available to be made. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982 Base. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So, from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you. Rona Home and Garden, Investors Group, and Manitoba Lotteries Corporation.
Is this the year you catch the big one? It could be if you've got the right bait and tackle from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's exclusive pro shop. Rods, reels, GPS, fish finders, trolling motors, you name it, Pro-Am's got it. And the price is right. Service is exceptional, and they have the only live bait tank in town. So make this the year you haul in more than ever before. With a little help from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's premier bait shop in the Kildonan Crossing Shopping Center, 1615 Regent West.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
Even if you can't agree on what kind of pizza to get, at least everyone in Winnipeg agrees where to get it. Santa Lucia Pizza. For the 6th straight year, you at Uptown Magazine readers voted Santa Lucia Best Pizza in Winnipeg. They've also received the Consumer Choice Award for Best Pizza Restaurant. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, Winnipeg agrees. Santa Lucia Pizza is the best in town.
You see, the best ingredients make the best of the pizza.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 6th inning. Jared Bolden to lead it off, followed by Reggie Abercrombie, Caesar Nicholas. 7-2. Winnipeg is in front through 5, and Matt Rusch works into his 6th inning. James Tam is my guest. He is celebrating a birthday today. And his wife had a surprise party in a Sky Suite and made arrangements for him to come on with us here tonight. And the first pitch swung on, fouled back to my left, and off the upper deck facade and back down below for strike one. So a little bit of a surprise then today.
Oh, quite a surprise.
Yeah, and how's this? How's this shaping up? Not bad?
It's pretty good.
Okay. You like the view here, you said?
Yeah, very nice.
And the pitch swung on, ground ball, right side, picked up by DeCaster at second. And he throws to first base, and there's one away. Now, I got a little bit of your history, because this is always interesting to know about how somebody develops a love for a game or develops a passion for a sport or for a recreation. And it usually happens at a childhood age. And for you, it did. Now, I understand that your family came to Toronto and to Canada from Hong Kong, and there's you and two brothers, and you're all young boys at that time. First pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike one. That's correct, right?
That's right.
Okay. And so then you come across this thing called baseball, you know, and was it the Montreal Expos, or was it just baseball generally on TV? How did you discover the sport, James?
Baseball on TV. The Blue Jays weren't around back then.
No, not yet.
And nobody really liked Montreal.
In Toronto.
That's right.
Right. So, was it the Tigers?
No, it was... I think I remember watching the Reds. That was back in the days of the Big Red Machine, and then the Yankees and the Pirates as well.
Yep. Willie Stargell and Chuck Tanner, I think, was the manager back then. Yeah, we're about the same age in terms of, I remember all those too, the Cincinnati Reds, and even Baltimore was kind of around a lot at that time, winning American League titles or challenging for them. Pitches high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So, from what I understand, you ended up teaching yourself and your brothers about the game with library books. Is this right?
That's right.
Okay, how does that kind of work? Was it library books about baseball, or somehow you had library books and made bases? The pitch is low, 2-2.
Well, it was always more exciting to watch a sport you actually could understand, and you can only learn so much from TV. So I remember, I think it was been maybe 8 or 9, and I went to the library to find out about the rules of baseball and also about the strategy.
2-2 is swung on and hit to center field. Roberson coming in, and on that dying quail, he'll make the catch for the second out. So you educated yourself.
That's right.
And did you read a lot of books, or 1 or 2, or?
Oh, we read all the rule books. Baseball, hockey, football, and we taught ourselves.
Because you felt it was important because you were in a different country.
That's right. And my parents weren't really into sports.
No, sure.
And so, we play these sports in school, but then it's good to know the rules and the strategies. So, most of the kids would have learned from their parents back when they were 3 or 4.
Right.
We didn't have that chance.
Right. Now, your brothers, I presume younger brothers, are they baseball aficionados and passionate about the game as well?
Yeah, my youngest brother's a big Blue Jay fan. He lives in London, Ontario, and I think he watches all the Blue Jay games. And then one of my cousins actually is a season ticket holder with the Blue Jays. Actually, you would not believe this, but the cheapest season tickets with the Blue Jays in the very, very, high section, $150 for the season.
Oh, that's not bad.
For the whole season.
For the whole season.
It works out to about $1.50 a game.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caesar Nicholas. He's 2 for 2 tonight. $150 for the whole season for 1 seat. So for $300, you could have 2 seats at Skydome.
That's right.
1-1 is low. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And the way they're playing, you're never in those seats. You're always in much better seats.
Right, absolutely. Although there seems, you talk to people around Toronto these days, James, and I know that you've got obviously friends and family back there. There's more of a buzz about the Blue Jays in the last year or two than there had been in the last maybe decade. Pitch is swung on, bounced out toward third, fielded nicely by Amos Ramon, a throw across, and that is it for Sioux Falls. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that. There's something else I want to talk to you about on how you came to Winnipeg and what you do for a living. 0's across for Sioux Falls. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Winnipeg leads it by 5, 7-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Seems like yesterday he could barely throw the ball. Now my glove hand's on fire. My boy's got quite an arm.
His fastball may be ready for heavy hitters, but he may not be ready for...
Come on, man. Don't be a wuss. It's just a little chew. Try it.
Talk to your kids about chewing tobacco today. Because if you think you've prepared them for everything, you don't know spit.
Brought to you by Mantra, the Manitoba Tobacco Reduction Alliance for Tobacco-Free Sport.
Your best friend may be furry, but they're part of your family. So when it comes to your pet's health, they deserve to be treated like family at Animal Hospital of Manitoba. Their experienced professionals provide the very latest in veterinary care for cats, dogs, ferrets, rabbits, just about any pet you can imagine. And they take pride in educating clients and following up to make sure your best friend is doing just fine. Animal Hospital of Manitoba, 995 Main Street. We care for your pets as if they were our own.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Bottom of the 6th, Winnipeg leading by 5 and 7-2. Bryce Kendall, Mike Coles, and Chris Roberson 9-1-2 to face Barry Fowler. Goldeyes have led since a 5-run second inning. First pitch to Kendall is in there for a strike. My guest is James Tam, Goldeye fan, celebrating a birthday today, along with 5,045 here today. 5045. And pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Now, you are a baseball fan by night, but you are a cardiologist, are you not?
That's right. At St. Boniface Hospital.
Is that what brought you here?
Yeah, I finished my education in the Ontario area and then was looking for jobs, and there was a good opportunity here in 1996. I didn't know about the Goldeyes back then.
No, of course not. Well, in 1996, they were only into their 3rd season. The 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled back, and it's still 1-2 to Kendall, who's 0 for 1. You are the head of the Department of Cardiology at the St. Boniface Hospital.
That's right. We have a very good team of colleagues, many of whom are here tonight in the box.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on, lined over third, fair ball. As Kendall chalks the line, and it's going to get down into the corner, bank off the bench there at the Goldeyes bullpen, and it's picked up by Rich Carpenter and fired back in, and Kendall will have a double. And the Goldeyes will have their 12th hit of the night. I think I said this, but this is the 8th straight game the Goldeyes have had double digits in hits. So the offense, as you would know, starting to come around a little bit here, James, isn't it?
It is. It is.
And that's good because there was some times that for a 2 or 3 week period where every question or every time I was talking to Rick, it was about, well, when are you going to kind of get that timely hit? And when are the guys going to kind of break out of it? Back to the top of the order in Mike Coles. And the first pitch to him is swung on and dribbled up the third base line, foul. And it's strike one. Now, you played the game a little bit, did you not, growing up?
Yes, I did.
Still do? A little slow pitch, or?
No, I'm not. Actually, my first year here, I did play in a co-ed league, but work is just too busy for that.
0-1 to Mike Coles. Favorite Goldeyes? I mean, obviously you kind of got introduced when you moved here in 96, and I would imagine that your interest got more and more as you went to a game, got introduced. Oh, okay, we got a baseball team here. Good. And so do you have a favorite Goldeye or two that over the years, if you got a chance to meet, you'd be thrilled?
Well, I've met them. Played golf with Donnie Smith last year.
Sure.
He's a good guy, and I like Max.
Yep.
They were probably two of my favorite players. I never saw a game at the old stadium.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
The 0-1. Swung on, bounced left side. That's going to get through. Kendall will be waved around third, or no, he'll be told to stop. And Carpenter up with a baseball, and he'll fire it back in to the infield. And Mike Coles has 2 hits here tonight. And there's Goldeyes on the corners for Chris Roberson. And Winnipeg has 13 hits in the contest, and Barry Fowler will stay out there. No activity in the bullpen for Sioux Falls. You know, it was an interesting place to watch a game, to play a game, to call a game from. And while the Goldeyes had some great players go through there and some very good teams, and it's part of the history that if, you got to call a game there or watch a game there or play the game there, you appreciate that. But let's just say playing in that corner of the football stadium has not been missed since the Goldeyes moved here in May of 1999. First pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike one. And this is really a gem downtown. And here we are talking about 20 years of Goldeyes baseball next year. Your past 15 years in this ballpark. And it really still is a gem in downtown Winnipeg. And in my opinion, in a lot of ways, as Fowler comes set the pitch, is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 0-2. Has really set the precedent for a new facility for the hockey team and all kinds of new building and economic pushes in downtown Winnipeg. And it was really spawned by this ballpark in a lot of ways. And Fowler will come set, and now time called by, I think, right, by Chris Roberson. And he'll walk out to the left side batter's box. Runners on the corners. Nobody out here. Winnipeg leading 7-2. Fowler comes set the pitch. He is outside 1-2. You didn't miss much at the old place. I'm sure you've seen a football game there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, a couple of scores. I'm going to put you to work here, okay? Because I think you know what's going on with the out-of-town scoreboard. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chris Roberson. Fowler comes set, and the pitch is inside 2-2. What do you got?
In the early game, Newark 5, Kansas City 3. That's good news for the Goldeyes.
Yep.
And in the bottom of the 5th, Fargo 1, St. Paul 7.
That's good news, too.
Very good news.
So here's what happens. If the Goldeyes hang on to this 5-run lead as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning, they will go up 4 full games on Kansas City for the wild card lead. If St. Paul holds that score against Fargo, Winnipeg would still be 4 up on St. Paul, but would close to within 5 of Fargo for first in the North. The 2-2 is outside 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now there's some activity up in that bullpen for Sioux Falls. Were you here last night, James?
No, I was listening to you on the radio.
It was a wild one. Let's just say that.
I was going to drive here, actually, the 9th inning to pitch for them.
To see if he could sign a contract. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Chris Roberson. And Fowler comes set, and the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounced right side. Up with it, Anthonson, over to first. And Roberson will be out, but he drives in a run. And he'll pick up his 2nd RBI of the night, 56th of the season. And in to score is Bryce Kendall, and the Goldeyes lead at 8-2. And up to second base is Mike Coles. Your thoughts on the trade to acquire Mike Coles and Chris Allen to shore up that bullpen yesterday for Dexter Carter, James?
I think it's a win-win. We've always had some good trades with Gary, and Gary would do something to help their club, and certainly Rick would do something to help our club. I think it's a very good trade for both teams.
Well, I think it sends a message to the fans and the players, and really to the rest of the league. Here's Sharundle DeCaster, first pitch, swung on. That's hit to center field. Abercrombie a couple of steps to his left, and he'll make the catch, and Coles will stay in second base. It says that, we might not make the playoffs, but we're going to go down swinging, and we're going to do everything we possibly can, and I'm paraphrasing, to try to get it done. And I think that from the message it sends in the clubhouse, the players see that and say, hey, management's trying to win here, period. And there's been a little bit of a jump in this team the last couple of nights. Now, they gave up a pretty good arm in Dexter Carter, but, I mean, you've got to trade battleships for battleships. As Rick said yesterday, you're not going to try to blow off your 21st or 22nd guy for a couple of frontline guys and try to maybe move a battleship for a canoe. First pitch to Weber. Swung on, filleted foul left side, and it's strike one. And Rick said that he's not done tinkering, which is kind of exciting, too, because there's still a couple weeks before the deadline on the 24th to see what might still happen here.
And we could use some left-handed pitching out of the bullpen.
Probably another left-hander just to kind of complement Zach Baldwin. He's the only lefty reliever the Goldeyes have. The 0-1 to Weber is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I think they're probably pretty much set on the positional side, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully the injury tonight isn't too serious.
I saw that, and I think that he kind of pulled Jose out as more of precautionary. The 1-1 swung on, chopper out towards short, fielded by Morales, and he'll throw it to first base, and that will be that for Winnipeg. But they do add on. They get a run on 2 hits, and they will leave 1. We'll go to the 7th. Hang around for another half inning before you go back and entertain your guests. Sure.
Thank you.
James Tam is my guest. It's his birthday today, and it's a birthday gift from his wife to be on with us here tonight. We'll go to the 7th inning. Goldeyes by 6 at 8-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Welcome back. How was the vacation?
It was fine. Why is everything so different in here?
We upgraded all our office equipment to new technology from Rico through Milne Office Systems.
How much more is this costing us?
After Milne did a document needs analysis, they showed us how we could increase our productivity and decrease our costs.
So where's my new copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Rico!
Visit milneoffice.com to arrange for your own customized Rico digital workflow solution today.
Hit a home run this summer at any of Arby's 6 Winnipeg locations. Whether you want to lead off with Arby's oven-roasted roast beef or return for a designated hit with a market-fresh sandwich or wrap, you'll always come away feeling like a winner after a visit to Arby's. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Arby's. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be a corporate sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Coaches, your players are great at scoring goals. But when the goal is raising money, it's not always easy to score. And that's where the Winnipeg Free Press can help. We're introducing a unique fundraising promotion available to all Manitoba minor league sports teams. And if you participate, your team has a chance to meet Winnipeg Jets of Vander Kane. For complete program information, go to winnipegfreepress.com/Team Kane and find out how your team can get involved.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 7th. Goldeyes lead at 8-2, and Matt Rusch works into his 7th. First pitch to Christian Guerrero is in there for a strike. Matt has thrown the ball well tonight. 2 runs on 4 hits. He'll look for his 2nd straight win in as many starts tonight, and his 3rd in his last 4. The 0-1 swung on, chopper left side foul. My guest is James Tam. It's his birthday today. He's a longtime Goldeyes fan, supports the Goldeyes Field, the Dreams Golf Tournament. By the way, who did you play with this year?
Ace.
And how was that?
We had a good score, but we came second last. So everyone else had a better score.
Okay, I know you're fairly educated here, a cardiologist at St. B Hospital and all that. Pitches low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So how do you add this up? Well, we had a good score, but we finished second last.
Well, I think maybe we're just more honest than some of the other teams.
1-2. Swung on, his bounce left side, and it's foul. Christian Guerrero will stay at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped out tonight. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. I find it to be one of those tournaments that it does move fairly quickly for one of those scramble formats. And it has a bit of a parochial feel to it for sure. The 1-2. Swung on, pulled down the left field line, fair ball. That's going to bounce in toward the corner, and Guerrero will trot around first, and he will stride for second with a leadoff double. And that is hit number 5 for Sioux Falls. And Trevor Lawhorn will be the batter. Well, you couldn't ask for a nicer guy to play with than Ace Walker.
He was great.
How's his game?
I don't think he plays much as Zach does.
No, Zach's a scratch golfer.
Oh, he is, yeah.
How's your game?
I don't play as much as Zach does.
Okay. Here's Trevor Lawhorn. He's 0 for 2. And Matt Rusch waiting to climb back to the top of the hill. You watch a lot of Major League Baseball, too?
Not nowadays, actually. Not since the strike that they had.
First pitch. Swung on, fouled back for strike 1. See, I'm just a real big fan of the game. And I always have been. Now, I have admitted this to people. Somewhere between about 16 and 20, the game lost me for a few years. But when I was kind of on my own in early 20s, I found the game again, especially on TV. The 0-1 is low, and then I, lo and behold, end up working in it for now 19 seasons. Pitches low, 1 ball, 1 strike. But I think there's just so much interest in the game and so much interest in a lot of these cities this year because of that second wild card that's been added. That's why you saw this flurry of deadline deals and all these big-name players going. The 1-1 swung on. That's lifted out toward left center. And Roberson trotting in toward the gap, and he'll make the catch there. Guerrero bluffs off of second. Throw goes to third. Guerrero holds tight at second base. There's one away as Lawhorn retired, the DH, and now Rich Carpenter, the batter. He's 0 for 2. So, I always sort of love this time of year because you kind of, as much as I love summer, and I would love summer to kind of extend right through November, to be honest with you, but you're getting down to the point where baseball's winding down at this level, and the playoffs are just about around the corner, and then you're going to get into the World Series as well. And for me, that takes me to pretty much early November, and then I'll turn my attention to a little bit of hockey for sure as well. But I love all the races, and that's been compounded this year because of the 2 extra wild cards, 1 in each league. First pitch to Carpenter, swung on and missed for strike 1. Agreed?
Yes, it's much more exciting. One of my favorite teams is the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's good to see them having a winning season in about 20 years.
It's been a long time. And they might have one of the most dynamic players in the league in Andrew McCutchen playing for them.
He should be the MVP of the league.
I would think. The 0-1 is inside, and a ball came out of that bullpen where Kyle Mertens is throwing for Sioux Falls. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And they're excited in Pittsburgh, too, about their baseball team. It's a great sports town, period. Between the Penguins and the Steelers, and now the Pirates again. I mean, there's always been a lot of fans there that have been baseball fans. They just haven't had much to cheer about. And as you know, the 1-1 swung on. That's hit sharply out towards second. Backing up on it and taking it on a hop is DeCaster, and he throws to first. And there's 2 away. Advancing over to third is Christian Guerrero. But when the team's not doing very well, you still have interest. People know what's going on. They're just not buying tickets and coming to the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Alcantara, the batter, he's 1 for 2 tonight. A run scored. You ever ran the bases or done one of those on-field promos here?
I think the car race one time, but I crashed.
Okay.
Too much celebration before the race.
Alcantara had a base hit in the third and scored a run. First pitch is high, ball one. And he also bounced out to short. Goldeyes lead it here, 8-2. By the way, we'll tell you what the Goldeyes are doing this week. For Boston Pizza, coming to Boston Pizza during grill therapy, and you could win the ultimate hockey road trip to see Winnipeg play LA in LA. Boston Pizza here to make you happy. Hockey night at the ballpark tomorrow. The pitch is low, 2-0. First 1,000 get a skate towel, courtesy of Milwaukee Tools. The Goldeyes as a team, I don't know if you knew this, but they went and rented the libraries today. And then tomorrow it's also library bookmark giveaway tomorrow to help promote literacy. 2-0, swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. And then on Thursday, it's rock back to 1992, fireworks on Friday, and then the Goldeyes wrap up the homestand on Saturday. As after tomorrow with Sioux Falls, it's Wichita coming to town, and that will be an interesting one, James.
It will be.
From a couple of standpoints. I said in the pregame show today that when the Goldeyes went down and played Wichita, the 2-1 pitch swung on, lifted out towards center field, and Roberson's going to have an easy beat on that. You didn't really know what kind of team Wichita had because they'd lost a lot of their real depth, and they were running away with the league. They struggled. Goldeyes beat them 2 out of 3, struggled for a few weeks after, seemed to have gotten it back a little bit, and now we'll see, as the Goldeyes have kind of come on again here, what that's going to be like this weekend. I know that you'll be here for one of these games coming up on the weekend. I really enjoyed the time. Happy birthday, by the way, my friend.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay, you're welcome.
Great.
James Tam, the birthday boy here tonight, joining us on a bucket list of many things that he wanted to get done, even though he didn't want to know that he wanted to do it. His wife made this arrangement today, and glad to accommodate it for a longtime Goldeye fan. Well, after the leadoff double, it was the curse of again for Sioux Falls in the 7th. They go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time in my hometown. We invite you wherever you are to get up and do the same with us. 8-2, Winnipeg in front of the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When you're stepping up to the plate with a major league appetite, make the big play for the home run special at Chicken Delight. Here's the pitch. 8 pieces of delicious chicken, medium fries and gravy, 2-liter Pepsi, and 2 free Winnipeg Goldeyes ticket vouchers. That's a $40 value for just $26.99. It's a hit.
So don't call tonight. Tonight, all right. For Chicken Delight.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know planting shrubs and trees around your house can shade your windows in summer and can help protect your house from chilly winter winds? Drafty windows are uncomfortable and waste energy. Sealing and re-weather stripping your windows and adding window insulator kits are an effective way to save energy and money while improving the comfort of your home. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
Thinking real estate? For a home run every time, choose RE/MAX. Whether you need to buy or sell a home or lease or sell commercial real estate, RE/MAX has your bases covered. Plus, they're Winnipeg's #1 negotiator. Find your dream home or invest for your future. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. RE/MAX. Visit remax-winnipeg.com to find your agent today.
New pitcher for Sioux Falls. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Kyle Mertens. And that is it for Barry Fowler. And the Goldeyes lead at 8-2. By the way, if you want to come tomorrow or any of those 3 against Wichita, of course, you can always get your tickets at the door. 855-GOLDEYE or Ticketmaster.ca. First pitch to Luis Allen is inside, ball 1. And we'd love to see you out. Kyle Mertens 6'2", 225, and he delivers a pitch outside, ball 2. A right-hander from Placentia, California. And the 2-0 swung on, popped up, right side of the infield. And right there is going to be second baseman Amundsen. Oh boy, he just about misplayed it a little bit, but ends up finding it again, I think, in the lights. No wind to speak of, really, so it's not a factor. That was just maybe as it was popped up so high by Luis Allen and caught for out number 1 that Amundsen at the right side of the infield might have lost it in the lights for a second. Here's Josh Mazzola, followed by Kyle Day. For Barry Fowler tonight, it becomes 6 innings, 8 runs on 13 hits. And Mazzola 2 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Slider in there for a strike. And the pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. I have 7 of those runs being earned. 2 walks, a strikeout. The 0-2 to Mazzola. Swing and a miss, and he will go down on strikes, and 2 away. And Fowler, the pitcher of record on a losing side tonight. Kyle Merton's coming in and blowing gas here. And here's Kyle Day. And for Mertens, he'll make his 35th appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a 0.91 ERA. Couple of saves, real good numbers. 39 2/3 innings, 28 hits, 4 earned runs, 8 walks, 41 strikeouts in 39 2/3. And the opposition hitting a meager 203 against him. First pitch is outside today, ball 1. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909, the 1-0. Swung on, fouled away down the left field line. Strike 1, 1-1. So Kyle Merton's in for Barry Fowler. Goldeyes leading 8-2. 2 away in the inning. And the pitch is low, 2-1. Kyle Day, a run scored, 2 singles, and he bounced out his last trip, 2-1. His high 3 balls and 1 strike. And we'll get to the answer on trivia here in the bottom of the 7th. And the trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Fly ball out to left, and Kyle Day will put it right into the mitt of Rich Carpenter. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of 7. They go 1, 2, 3. Trivia will have to wait until we get to the 8th. Pardon the pros. 8-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
You make a tea time, and Mother Nature goes,
I don't think so.
good thing there's the Golf Dome. With 5 virtual golf simulators, you can play on courses from around the world. Get your practice in at a driving range where you pay by time, not by bucket, and save 40% with summer rates. It's fun stuff, and no crazy weather. The Golf Dome, the bubble off Sterling Lion Parkway. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for specials and coupons.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
Thinking forward means challenging your business to grow. It's about making hard decisions today to ensure a better tomorrow. At MNP, we'll help your business think forward by being a partner that understands your business challenges and providing industry-specific thought leaders to help take you to the next level. Think forward. Contact your local MNP office or visit us online at mnp.ca.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Golf Dome.
Well, we go to the 8th inning. Joe Amundsen, Corey Morales, and Jared Bolden 1, 2, 3 in the order. For Sioux Falls, Goldeyes lead at 8-2. We're talking about a trivia contest question for the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. And our question tonight was this. Over the course of the season, how many times have the Goldeyes scored 5 or more runs in an inning? Well, it's not a moving target, so we don't include the 5 runs they scored in the second here tonight. First pitch to Anthonson is on the inside edge for a strike to get the 8th underway. Congratulations tonight to Nathan Weeb of Altona, Manitoba. 0-1. Swung on, lined out to right field, and right there is Mazzoli. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Nathan knew the answer to be 14. Now 15. Goldeyes have scored 5 or more runs in an inning 14 times leading up to tonight, now 15. And 8 of those have come against Sioux Falls. Quite incredible. Here's Corey Morales, 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch, right down the chute for a strike. So again, congratulations tonight to Nathan Weeb of Altona. He knew the answer, and it's 14. Nathan picks up a pair of Goldeye tickets. The 0-1 is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. To one of the remaining 14 home games, his choice, and he's also eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. The 1-1 is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Corey Morales has bounced out, walked, scored a run, and flown out his last trip in the 5th. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit out towards short, step to his right, Kendall up with it. A good throw to first, 2 away. And Jared Bolden, the batter. By the way, if you're wondering, now 7 2/3 through, Matt Rusch has worked 8 innings for the Goldeyes on 3 occasions. And with 1 more out, it could be his 4th. And Jared Bolden tonight. First pitch swung on, lifted out towards center, and Roberson is underneath it, and he'll make the catch. And for the 4th time this year, Matt Rusch has worked 8 innings. Let's see if he gets a handshake as he comes off the field here. And if he does, that means he's done. If he doesn't, well, he'll probably come out for the 9th inning, even though the Goldeyes have a right-hander loosening. And no handshakes for pitching coach Bill Pulsifer. I'm thinking we'll see Rusch in the 9th. 8-2 Winnipeg in front. We go to the bottom of 8 when we come back to downtown on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Yes, hello. Can I get someone to assist me in the digital camera department, please? I've been waiting for 20 minutes, and I'd like to buy this camera before it becomes obsolete.
If you've got camera questions, Don's Photo has answers. So why buy from a box store? You'll find that same camera at the same low price at Don's, minus the confusion. Visit donsphoto.com or stop by one of our 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
Hi, this is Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce, here to introduce Danny and Buck's barbecue sauces.
The official barbecue sauce of your Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
It's an all-star lineup featuring raspberry chipotle,
roasted garlic and honey,
and cranberry chipotle. Whether you pour it, dip it, or spread it.
They're delicious and make a perfect gift.
Try Danny and Buck's barbecue sauces today. Available at the Bomber Store.
And we'll bring the flavor.
In the competitive world of aluminum fishing boats, the bar has been raised again. Introducing the new Aluminum Kingfisher Revolution with exclusive Preflex hull technology that delivers super strong construction, increased performance, and load handling without extra weight. It's the perfect combination for the weekend angler or fishing fanatic. Discover these revolutionary boats at kingfishermultispecies.com or contact Winnipeg Sport and Leisure at 1-800-661-7669. Kingfisher. Fish the good times.
Now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and another new pitcher for Sioux Falls. Goldeyes lead this one 8-2. And Alan Durant, a starter turned reliever now, will come in, replace Kyle Mertens. Mertens, 1 inning. He was perfect. No runs, no hits, no walks, and he didn't strike. Well, he struck 1 out, pardon me. And Alan Durant will face Amos Ramon. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. It's Ramon, Kendall, and Coles, and Alan Durant from Asheville, North Carolina, 6'5", 210, a right-hander. Righty here, 26 years old. First pitch, swung on, ground ball out towards short. Up with it, Morales, over to first, and there's one away on 1 pitch. And Bryce Kendall, the batter. For Durant, like I said, his starter made 13 starts. This is his 17th appearance. He's 3-5 with a 5.54 ERA. Let's quickly have a look at Inside the Numbers. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Recycle Everywhere. As Kendall steps in. Price 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch. On the outside edge for a strike. Recycle Everywhere, making away from home recycling commonplace. To learn more, visit recycleeverywhere.ca. Again, the Goldeyes do not have one pitcher this year that's thrown a complete game. The 0-1 is low, 1-1. Ace Walker has gotten close, and Matt Rusch for the 4th time tonight. Well, he works 8 innings tonight, and for the 4th time this year, he's worked 8 innings. That's the longest he's gone. The 1-1 is inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. But based on the fact that the Goldeyes are a little short-handed in the bullpen, remember, they gave up 2 relievers essentially. Well, actually 3. They released Chris Zabin yesterday and Craig James. The 2-1 is down and away, 3-1. And traded Dexter Carter and got Chris Allen back. Plus, Brian Boyning is still down in Laverne, Minnesota. Being a dad for a couple more days full-time before coming back up and joining the Goldeyes for the balance of the season, starting on Thursday night. So they're short-handed down there. 3-1 is swung on and lined to center. That'll drop for a base hit. And Kendall has a 1-out single. And we go back up to the top of the order and Mike Coles. So why not? Why not give Matt Rusch an opportunity for the team's first complete game of the year? In a time where tonight, he's scattered 5 hits. He gave up 2 runs on a double that Jared Bolden kind of ambushed him on a first pitch fastball to right center, where you can maybe get a guy stretched right out, get a complete game in, because that's always something that's pursued by starters. I know Ace Walker would love to have one this year, and he's gotten close. Here's Mike Coles. First pitch is in there for a strike. And at the same time, not have to use anybody out of your bullpen tonight. And then if you had to kind of dump the bullpen tomorrow night, well, you've got help on the way in Brian Boyning, coming off 3 days rest, ready to go on Thursday. The 0-1. Swung on, bounced left side, foul. So we didn't see any handshakes to Matt Rusch, so I presume that he'll come out and try to work his longest start of the year. He's at 8 innings. He's worked 8 innings 3 other times, including tonight. It's now 4. That's Inside the Numbers for Recycle Everywhere. Here in the bottom of this 8th inning, Goldeyes lead it 8-2. 1 out, 1 on. The 0-2. Swung on, ground ball right side. Up with it there is Bolden. Throws to second for 1. Relay down to 1. Not in time. Coles beats it out for a fielder's choice, but they do get the lead runner in Kendall. And the out goes 3-6. 2 down for Chris Roberson, who, in terms of another number, has extended his hitting streak to 21 straight. By the way, we're sitting at 20 Celsius or 68 Fahrenheit right now. And the weather report brought to you by 360winnipeg.ca. Winnipeg's visual directory. To win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games, go to 360winnipeg.ca and enter to win. 20 Celsius, 68 Fahrenheit. First pitch is low, ball one. Humidity at 64%. And the wind, they tell us, is out of the east at 15, but it's not a factor in downtown at all. One ball, no strikes, the pitch. Change up is in there for a strike. One ball, one strike. Get you an update from those American Association League games as well. Final in the American League, Tampa Bay beat Toronto tonight 4-1. Pitch is swung on and slashed out toward left, and there's Rich Carpenter to make the catch. And that is that for the Goldeyes here in the bottom of the eighth. No runs, one hit, one left. Last chance coming up here for Sioux Falls. They will need 6 to tie, 7 to take the lead, and Matt Rusch is going to try to close it down for himself. Should be interesting when we come back. Make sure you do on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
This Goldeyes season, Salisbury House on the Esplanade Riel is hitting it right out of the park with great new taste sensations to get you ready to roar before the game or relive the fun after the final out. With so many great choices, every visit is a new eating adventure. And remember, Sal's is the only place to go for a nip platter, the fan favorite that hits a home run every time. So before or after any Goldeyes game, stroll on over for great food and fun on the Esplanade Riel at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Summer is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the ninth inning. Reggie Abercrombie, Cesar Nicholas, and Christian Guerrero, and Matt Rusch will try to close it down for himself to become the first Goldeye to record a complete game this year. First pitch is high and tight, ball one. Goldeyes lead at 8-2. The just in case down in the bullpen looks to me like Griffin Bailey. So a right-hander in Bailey warming up. The 1-0. Curve swung on, and that's hit out to right. And Mazzola will back up on it and make the catch for the first out. 8 1/3 we're through. Trades and transactions brought to you by Animal Hospital Manitoba. We're a full-service veterinary hospital that also provides behavioral and nutritional counseling. Animal Hospital Manitoba, we treat your pets as if they were our own. Now some transactions. Lincoln Sun catcher Alberto Espinosa. St. Paul signed right-handed pitcher Kyle Hurst. Grand Prairie plays Brian Myro on the disabled list. And release catcher Thomas McAlpine. They also signed outfielder Daniel Evett and activated catcher Scott Clement from the DL. First pitch to Guerrero is in there for a strike, and actually it's Cesar Nicholas, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Amarillo released infielder Ryan Hudson. And Gary activated right-handed pitcher Tyler Vasky from the DL. The pitch is inside, 1-1. One ball, one strike. So not much going on today. I would imagine that there'll be more as, there starts to see a little more separation, we all do. The 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. As we start to see a little bit more separation, and maybe the conclusion from teams that aren't going to get there to kind of run up the white flag and say, okay, I'll succumb to some of the pressure I'm getting from some of these other teams that are going to get there and part with some of my best parts. The 2-1, swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 to Nicholas. And thereby either taking some cash and building for next year, or both. By the way, St. Paul leading Fargo 8-2 in the 7th. Newark has defeated Kansas City 5-3. The 2-2. Half a swing. Did he go, or did he get a piece of it? I think he got a piece of it. And it's fouled back toward the screen. Kind of a swing where he wasn't really trying to swing at it, but get out of the way of it. And I think it caught a piece of the bat, 2-2. As I said, 5,045 here tonight. The Buffett man afterward on the Winnipeg Free Press Entertainment stage, the 2-2. Slider just missed outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Matt Rusch has struck out 3 tonight. There's 1 away in the 9th. Sioux City leads Grand Prairie 3-1 in the 9th. Lincoln ahead of Wichita 7-4 in the 7th inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right field, here comes Mazzola underneath it, and we're 8 2/3 through this thing. And Matt Rusch looking to get Christian Guerrero for the final out and to record the first complete game of the year for Winnipeg. And Christian Guerrero, the last hope for Sioux Falls. Winnipeg leads it 8-2. And again, a little just in case down in that bullpen. And that's Griffin Bailey. First pitch, swung on, comebacker. 1 hop, fielded by Rusch. Throw to first. Ball game is over, and it's a complete game for Matt Rusch. His first of the year, and the first for a Goldeyes starter. And Winnipeg has won 2 in a row to take the series. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow night. An 8-2 victory for Winnipeg. They dominated in all fashions here tonight. Nice job by Matt Rusch and the rest of the crew here tonight to get it done. Fish win. Fish win. Fish win in complete game fashion in downtown. 8-2 the final. Totals and the postgame show are next after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When you order a meal, you ask questions.
Does this go with a nice red?
It's the same when you buy a car.
Does it come in a nice red?
But do you ever ask questions about your health care?
Just take these 3 times a day.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Patient safety is everyone's concern. Healthcare is a big, complex system, and sometimes things happen that aren't planned. Get involved. Speak up. Ask questions. The Manitoba Institute for Patient Safety website has more information on how you can learn to be safe.
One little drop of oil can spoil 1,000,000 drops of water. So put used oil in its place. Call or click for information.
Used oil recycling is giving away free Goldeyes key tags at 12 select home games this season with 3 ways to win. If the number on the back of your key tag is drawn in the second inning, you can win a $50 gift certificate from Future Shop. If you activate your key tag online and your keys are ever lost, they'll be returned for free. Once your key tag is activated, you are entered for a chance to win an autographed Goldeyes jersey. The draw will take place at the last game of the season. Mr. Oil Drop reminds you to keep your environment clean and green by recycling your used oil and antifreeze products.
UseOilRecycling.com. Hey, Manitoba, do it now. UseOilRecycling.com.
.6:35 out of the Eastern Time Zone against Newark. We'll give you a score update on that one. Tell you what went on last night and what's going on tonight. A full slate of games across the association, and also how everything shakes down in the standings, including the wild card standings entering Game 75 for the Goldeyes here this evening. We'll do that after these from downtown Winnipeg. Where else but on the Goldeyes Radio Network?
And here's a picture of Andy at the beach.
You mean that tiny speck on the horizon?
Yeah. Oh, here's a better picture. He's the yellow blurry thing in the middle.
Don't be stuck with a camera you don't know how to use. Shop Don's Photo. They have that same camera you found at the box store, even the same price. The difference is they'll actually show you how to use it. Visit donsphoto.com or stop by one of our 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
The Greenwood Inn and Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay. Your